Hello and welcome students to the final video of section 17 Ethical Hacking Exam Practice Questions Part 5. Here in this video we are going to take a look at MCQ questions Part 5. Let's start. What location to use for keyloggers? So where keyloggers are located inside your system? In hardware, keyboard hardware, or UPS or operating system monitor, where they are generally insert themselves. So obviously it is hardware, your keyboard hardware. So inside your keyboard you can find keyloggers. John the Ripper is a tool available in Kali Linux, and the use of John the Ripper is to perform password cracking. So you need to find out where is password cracking. D is the right answer. So John the Ripper is used for password cracking. Which functions are vulnerable? So these are some functions available inside coding: gets, print, copy the string, or all basically, according to me, all the functions are vulnerable because they can copy your data, they can print something, they can insert something. So all these functions should be disabled. How to block pop? Basically, pop is for mails. To receive mails, pop is used. So the port number of port is 110. If you want to block it, then please block 110 and it will block pop port. So T is the right answer, 110 port. How many exploits are in Metasploit? So around how many exploits are available in Metasploit? So there are around 1700 to 1800 exploits are available inside Metasploit. And obviously it will increase in the next versions of Kali Linux operating system, but right now they are using around 1800 exploits. A is the right answer. How to get passwords using torture? So if you want to torture someone, then how you can get the password, and that process is called brute force attack, dictionary attack, rubber horse attack, or all. Not brute force attack, because in that we use password dictionary. It is called rubber horse attack. Rubber horse attack is basically torture someone to get the sensitive passwords. Rubber horse attack can be used. Bind an innocent file with a virus is called. So this is an innocent file and this is a virus. If we combine both of them, it creates a mixture of this file and virus file. What it is called? Mixer, converter, wrapper, or zipper? D. Zipper. This is called zipper. Resultant file is called zipper. Remember. Nmap command to detect operating system is called. So how you can get information about operating system using Nmap? So you can use dash capital O, you can use dash capital O, or you can use dash capital A. Both can be used to gather information about operating system in Nmap. B is the right answer. Which regulation provides info about copyrights? So these are the regulations. So DMCA is the right answer. DMCA is called Digital Millennium Copyright Act. So that can be used for copyrights. C is the right answer. Which regulation provides info about payment card industry? So for payment card industry, which regulation is? So the payment card industry, PCI DSS is available, which is called payment card industry. So D is the right answer. PCI DSS is for payment card industry. Which regulation provides info about information security? So for information security, A is the right answer. FISMA. So A is the right answer. FISMA is for information security. Which TCP flag can push the data? So according to these flags, which flag can be used to push the data in buffer? So this is urgent flag, reset flag, acknowledgement flag, and push flag. So push, A is the right answer. PSH is for pushing the data in buffer. Which TCP flag can send data urgently? So how you can send data urgently? In priority basis. So obviously urgent flag will be helpful for you. So D is the right answer. Urgent flag can be used to send data urgently inside your network. Which TCP flag can be used to reset the connection? This is a repeat question. So if you remember, then for reset the connection, you can use RST method to reset the connection. Which malware can hide itself automatically? So according to these options, which of them can hide automatically itself? So virus can't, keylogger can't, worm can't, spyware. Spyware is the only malware which can hide itself automatically in these options. So spyware can hide itself automatically. Which kind of attack can attack on database? So we have learned about the attacks in web application. So these are regarding web application. SQL injection attack, yes, it can attack on database. XSS attack is not for databases. CSRF is not for database. Buffer overflow is not for, basically this can attack on database and can gather sensitive information from database. So SQL injection is the right answer among these. In which attack attacker can grab sensitive information from bin or garbage? Shoulder surfing, when someone is looking at your password from your behind, that is shoulder surfing. Dumpster diving, right answer. Gathering information from a bin or garbage. Eavesdropping, listen someone's conversation. So I think B is the right answer. Dumpster diving, attacker get information from a bin or garbage. Which tool can be used to gain access from Kali Linux to Windows? So we have done practicals that how you can get access to Windows 10 machine using Kali Linux, how you can bypass Defender, how you can bypass antivirus. So we already know that Metasploit is the right answer. Metasploit tool can be used to attack from Kali Linux to Windows machine to get complete access inside Windows. Let's talk about the section summary. So in this section, first of all, I have provided you overview regarding ethical hacking exam. Then later I have provided you the preparation steps. And finally, I have provided you the questions answer to prepare for these ethical hacking exams. So this is the end of the course and I hope you have enjoyed it. So thank you guys for enrolling in the course.